Hatsy and I'm back with another build today, and this time I'm going to be doing a face cam for it. So I haven't done one in ages with the face cam. This is like, I think the second time I've ever done it, I think. So let me know if I should not do face cam on my builds or if I should, because a lot of people have been requesting that I do. So I thought, well, I'll try one and I'll kind of split it like 50-50 maybe. So the next few builds that I put out won't. So yeah, anyway, we're going to be building Minnie Mouse's house today. So this is a build which is of course a Disney build. If you've ever been to Disney Orlando, I always get it wrong, but it's the one in Florida. Well, you may have seen this, and I have seen this. I've grown up with this house, and this is like a very sentimental build for me to do. That's why I thought it would be a really cool idea for me to build it in The Sims 4. Because I built it a really long time ago, like when I had, I think, 100 followers probably, something like that on the Sims 4 gallery. And it wasn't great, like my attempt of it wasn't fantastic. So I thought, well, I'll try again. But I don't actually have the original, which is a shame. I wish that I did. I wish that I kept the original build that I did in the first place, but I don't. So yeah, we're kind of stuck with this one, but I think it turns out a lot better this time. And also we have a lot more items and things like that in the game now that I'm doing it for a second time round. So there we have it. Now this build is really interesting because I remember, I think the first time I ever went to go and see Minnie Mouse's house was when I was probably about 5 years old or so. And I remember going in and I would always have these like questions in my head to my parents, and I'd say like, why is everyone else allowed in this house? Why isn't it just me? And they'd say, Harriet, all the celebrities have open houses like this. Like they just let everybody inside. You can just go and, you know, see what's that. And I just remember thinking to myself, oh yeah, that makes sense. That does actually make sense. I mean, so weird. I remember going in though, and I can't remember if the oven opened. I don't think the oven opens in the kitchen. I mean, this oven in this Sims 4 house will, but in the actual build in Florida, I remember it not opening. So that was really confusing for my parents to explain to me. I don't think they did. I don't think they ever once would have said it's a fake house or like it's there for show or whatever. They'd have said something like, yeah, it's closed, or like things are closed in the house because maybe just Minnie doesn't want you going inside her oven. And I was like, oh yeah, that also makes sense. But yeah, anyway, the weather has been so hot today, and I was supposed to go out before, but I thought, no, I'm gonna do loads of builds. I've done so much today. I've been so motivated. I've got loads done. So I've got so far, I think, well, I'm working on 4 videos at once. So this one, Kitty Pals Matchmaker, and then a few other houses and stuff like that. So I'm pretty excited, to be honest, to show you like what I've been building this week, because I've done a lot of builds. So it's gonna be good. And yeah, this house requires a lot of lights, by the way. So we use a lot of stuff from the pool menu, which you will see me do. This house does look really good at night, I think. I think in the day, I would have really liked brighter colours, especially for the roof, because the roof on Minnie Mouse's actual house is really bright. It's like a very pinky colour, and we don't get many roofs in The Sims 4. I mean, like, I could have definitely downloaded custom content roof, but I didn't want to use custom content in this build. In fact, I have actually been thinking about doing a custom content build, and if you'd like to see it, then let me know, because it's something that I could definitely think about doing. If you want me to have a go at it, I could see, at least. It's really strange as well, because I was trying to imagine like what would be around Minnie's house, and I think from like memory, I think Mickey's is next door. So that's pretty cool, isn't it? Like you can have a whole street of Minnie, Mickey, Donald Duck, Pluto. Is that the dog? No, Goofy. Oh my goodness, Goofy. How could I forget Goofy? This is like such a strange story, but at my old school, when I went to the all girls school, there was this caretaker, and he was new, like he came into the school. He looked like Mickey Mouse, but the human version of him. It was really weird. But like everyone kind of did call him Mickey, but like it wasn't in a nasty way. It was just like, he genuinely does look like Mickey Mouse. Genuinely. I don't know how someone can look like that, but there we go. And then a couple of months later, this really tall guy joined, and he looked like Goofy. So it was Mickey and Goofy. Like, I don't even know how that popped into my head. But yeah, like, it was really weird going to school because the caretakers were Mickey and Goofy. Like, I can't anymore. It's too much. It's too much. Bringing back too many memories for me. Something as well that you'll need to know if you want to download this house is to put on BB Move objects. I always go on about it. I'm pretty sure if you know me by now, you'll know how obsessed I am with that cheat. It's such a good cheat though, and I would definitely recommend that you do use it, because I think with the house without BB Move objects, I'm not even making sense. Yeah, I think if you didn't have it on, I don't think that you get the pretty lights and everything and stuff, so just make sure to do that. I was adding some pretty little love hearts. How cute are these? I used to have a room with like love hearts all over it, and I used to just be obsessed with drawing love hearts, but I could never draw them, so I just used to draw little circles. It took me ages. I don't know why. I don't know. I think it's because I was really confused like when I was growing up, because I had some teachers telling me that I was left-handed, some teachers telling me I was right-handed. So at school, it was really difficult to learn to like write and draw and stuff, and I actually found out later on that I'm ambidextrous. I write with both hands equally, and that's why I was getting so frustrated and it was taking me ages to learn, because I kept switching hands without even thinking about it. So yeah, strange stuff. I read an article, it's like 1 in 300 people are ambidextrous. How insane is that? That's so crazy. I don't even know if it's true. I remember I used to tell teachers and they used to look at me as if I was like some extraordinary child. I was just like, no, I just write with both hands. I remember this one time at college, and what happened was, so I was told at college that I needed extra time for exams and stuff, and I had to have an interview with this woman, and I had to explain to her that I had oversensitive hearing, and she looked at me, I swear, as if like I was lying to her, or if I was some sort of like superhero or something. I was just like, no, I just listen to things. It's very sensitive for me. And she was like, oh, so you can hear what they're saying across the room over there? And I just said, no, it's not like that. It's like everything's distracting for me. It was really weird. But yeah, so that's strange. Oh, another thing as well, you'll see that Zest man, is that his name? I don't even know what his name is. He's got the blonde hair and he used to live in a trailer. Well, now I moved into Minnie's house. The Zest guy, what is he called? Can someone tell me in the comments, what is he called? So you'll see him. And it was really sad actually, like really sad moment for a second. He nearly died whilst building this house. Like it was so close, I swear. So I had to, of course, go on live mode to mess about with the lights and stuff. He was making himself some like sandwiches in the kitchen or whatnot. And I was always doing that. Like, I think the stove, I think it set on fire, I don't know. Long story short, the stove got burnt, had to replace it, and he ends up on the floor, but I don't know what he was doing. Like, I don't know if he was tired. I wasn't paying that much attention because it was also really late whilst I was building this. So, yeah, Zest guy nearly died. Like, that's the story about that. Story time, Zest nearly died. It's so true, so true. Oh my goodness, I've nearly died so many times. Like, I've seen so many story times on YouTube of people doing like, I nearly died and I nearly did this, nearly did that. I may do one. I may actually do one because I've had a few like near misses. I think the closest I've ever been to death was nearly getting eaten by a lion. That was so frightening. I nearly got eaten by a lion in South Africa. That was like crazy. But yeah, that was a weird moment. Anyway, onto the build. So let's talk about that for a second. Doing the lights here, so shaping them like love hearts. A lot of people ask, how do you do it? Well, I just press Alt. I explain it every single video. If you've watched another one of my videos, you'll probably see me just like slowly just lose my patience over time. Because I know, it must be like so frustrating to come to my channel and then want me to talk about the build on the first video that you see. But then the problem is I've done so many videos now where I've just like mentioned the same thing. It's just like, I may as well copy and paste a description. In fact, I think I might do that. I think what I might do is I might just refer everyone to the description. But yeah, main cheats I use, BB with objects. I press Alt, and then to enlarge things, it's that weird little key. Oh, another thing is, I didn't do the back of the house. I just needed to plan it out how it is, because otherwise what I would have ended up doing is having all the rooms different. And I can get so drawn into these builds. Like, I'm such a perfectionist when it comes to building in The Sims 4. So I need to have it almost exactly to how it is. And even if someone said like, oh my goodness, this wall's wrong, I'd be like, I need to go back and change it. Seriously. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so in total, I think this build took me about 2 hours, I'm gonna say. Not trying that hard to rush it. If I wanted to rush it, I could have probably did it in like an hour and a half. But then the inside of the house took me about an hour and a half, I think, to 2 hours. But that was because I was going through each individual room. And I was also looking online for like house tours and, you know, things like that, because I really wanted to get it perfect. Like I wanted to think, yeah, I've done a pretty good job with this. So yeah, apart from that, I skipped ahead a little bit and we're on to the inside of the house. And I've actually just realized I'm wearing a really ugly top today. Oh my goodness, I bought this top. It looks so much better on the hanger. And then when I go to put it on, I'm like, that is a load of rubbish. I need to take it back, but I'm not gonna, I'm just gonna leave it. Just whatever, okay? I'm like halfway through the video, okay? I'll change my top later. So this part here is supposed to be Minnie's set of drawers. So it's really weird because it's double-sided. So you can see it in the lounge and like you can look through and see into her hallway and vice versa. So you can't do that in The Sims 4. Like you can't have invisible glass down the middle. It wouldn't have worked. So what I needed to do is I needed to find a way that it could be double-sided, which I eventually got to, but it took a while, let me tell you. But I'm actually really happy with it. I think it turned out okay. Yeah, I'm glad that I won't be building this house again, to be honest, because it was a nightmare for me to get through. I want to do some mini games. That's what I want to do. Like, not actual miniature games, but mini inspired games. So if you have any ideas for like mini games or stuff you've seen online, send it to me, because I love that kind of stuff. I do. Or a mini quiz, like how would that even work? I think if I did a quiz though about who I'd be most like, probably Donald Duck. I don't know, I could kind of be moody at times. So yeah, another thing is, I am going to be building a Disney castle next. So if you're wondering about like what's coming up on the channel, I've got some modern builds in between that. But yeah, there will be a Disney castle up really soon. So I've got one interior to finish off, and then I will do the next big Disney castle. And it's so strange because I've had people that are like, build Agrabah, like Agrabah, come on, like you've got to do it. And then there are people like, oh, Agrabah's not very interesting, blah, blah, blah. So we'll see. You know, I'll just do what I feel like doing, to be honest. Sometimes I wake up and I'm like, I want to do a palace today. I haven't had one of those moods in ages. That's why I haven't done one. Like now I'm waking up and I'm just thinking, I want to play Kitty Powers Matchmaker. I love that game. Or, you know, I want to do something different. I want to do a quiz today, or, you know, whatever. I find it fun. It's really nice though, just being able to experiment with so many different things on the channel. So I'm really grateful the fact that so many people have been supportive. I know that like not everyone's going to be supportive of the recent changes and stuff that I'm going to do, but oh well. Like, you win some, you lose some. Now this room in here is the crafting room. So I don't necessarily know much about this, but when I did look through the official walkthrough tour, it's some guy recording it on his video camera. And to be fair, it's a lot better, like higher quality than my videos. So there you go. But I did notice that that room does actually exist. So I think that Minnie's really into arts and crafts, but I don't know. I think it's really nice that she does have a room like that in her house though, because it does kind of show kids, you know, like for instance, if I was 5, let's say, and I walked into that room, I'd think, oh, Minnie has a crafting room, Minnie likes art. I also like art. This inspires me. This is what I want in my house when I'm older. You know, as opposed to what, like a giant television. There are some really weird things in Minnie's house, though, like some very questionable things. Why is there a gate in her house that leads to exactly the same place as the other door? Just why? I don't get it. I think it's to hold little kids back, you know. I think that might be it. Or Minnie might actually have a child. I don't know. I'm not that into like Minnie and Mickey's relationship. I don't even know like what's going on there. I don't think many people know. To be honest, I don't think they even know. So yeah, this is when we extended the house. So, you know, like as I said, I did it afterwards because I didn't know where everything was gonna go. So I wanted to make sure it was good. I think the only thing that I didn't do was I didn't put the bedroom in the right place. I don't think, but I don't know. Because I can't remember off the top of my head where Minnie's bedroom is. And it wasn't showing up on any of the videos that I looked on YouTube about. It wasn't showing up on Google, like I was typing in Minnie's bedroom and it wasn't showing like the layout or where it was. It just showed me what it looked like. And from memory, I don't know if this is true, because like, you know when you have a memory, but then it's so long ago that you start to kind of make things up with like unintentionally, or you start to remember it differently. Yeah, like I think that's what's happening, because like the last time that I visited Minnie Mouse's house, I kind of remember it being locked, but I don't know if it was. Oh my goodness, I need to turn my notifications off, seriously, it's really annoying. I get every Twitter notification through, so if you hear like little things, that's it. That is literally it. Someone requested a Twitter Q&A on one of my videos, and I might do that, you know, it sounds like a lot of fun. So I may do it. Like, let me know in the comments what you think for like a whole video, a whole speed build. I'll just like answer random stuff. Whatever you send at me, I might do it, you know. So yeah, anyway, this was the conservatory. I think this room's really cute, but the only problem was, from the angles that I saw it in, I didn't know what was on this wall. Like, I still don't know to this very day. But I think that it may just be this, like something along these lines, you know, a bookcase, things on the walls. Like I can't imagine it being, you know, crazy or whatnot, so there you have it. And also there's just an archway to the outdoors. So it's like a really open, happy house. Like it's very open, very safe. And it's kind of nice to take advantage of because we don't have burglars in The Sims 4. It's a good job. It really is a good job. I got really frightened the other day though, speaking of burglars. I know this is like crazy, but I left my keys in my door. I need to stop doing that, by the way. So what happened was like 3 hours after I got into the house, like after going to the gym or something, I can't remember where I went. This guy knocks on the door and he's like, I've got your keys. I was just like, oh, thank you. You took them out my door and gave them to me, thank you. You know, at least he didn't keep them. But then like he asked for some money. So I went into the house, got him some money, and that was it. But stuff like that really frightens me though. So yeah, I just need to be more careful in general. I'm not a very careful person. That's why bad things happen to me, because I'm not very good at, yeah, protecting myself and stuff. Anyway, moving on to the famous kitchen. So the famous kitchen, and I say famous because I think that most people know what this looks like. It's very interesting, but we don't get any of the stuff that she actually has in her house. Like we don't get that massive fridge, and I think it's purple from memory, but I can't remember. There'll be screenshots at the end. I'll try and include real photos and then compare them to what I've done. I hope that it looks okay, but I can't promise you anything. Yeah, all I know is her kitchen's really cluttered. So I put loads of pots and pans and things like that, like around the kitchen. Hope it looks okay. I think, yeah, it's all right. It's not the best. I kind of just want to tidy her kitchen for her, but mine's not even tidy, to be honest. No, I'm really bad with mess. Mainly clothes. I never know what to do with clothes. I need more storage, that's what I need. Yeah, anyway, this is her room in here. So it's really small and there's only a single bed, so no guests, unfortunately. But if you did want to turn it into a double, then you can, like really easily, because there's enough space in here. But I just thought, well, I'll try to make it as accurate as her actual room. So yeah, with the dressing table and the fancy mirror and stuff, you'll see that. Another thing as well is I can't actually remember seeing a bathroom in Minnie's house, which I found really strange. So what I did is I put a bathroom through to her bedroom. So I think that that's where it would be. It makes sense, like You know, but then again, you've got to ask yourself, who goes to someone's house to look at the bathroom? Who does that? Like, who? But yeah, anyway, that is the end of the video. So I really hope you enjoyed it. And I hope to see you all for future ones. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll speak to you all soon.